And we are back and live with some more Cities Skylines 2. Now, if you're watching this over on YouTube, this is live on Twitch. You should watch there. Come over, check it out. Have a chat. Be friendly. Alright. So today, the day of the stream, is Halloween. So I figured what I would try is, I'll try and build a little jack-o'-lantern face into the new area that we have just unlocked to build in to have some more living space for our people. I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but I sure am gonna try. Right. So I want to put it like over here. So what we're gonna do is we'll build a little bit of a... Wait, where's our music? Oh. I think music's only if you unpause the game. I'm not entirely sure. Let's check. Nope. Should be there. That's odd. Alright. Let's see. We'll put it in a little roundabout there. Destroying a few homes in the process. But I want to be able to pull this up and then build the jack-o'-lantern looking thing up there. It'll be small, so we don't need much in terms of traffic. So let's turn on the continuous, might be best, for building like the little jack-o'-lantern thing. So we'll make a little curve here. And I'm a little bit confused on how these actually work. So I wanna... Nope. Nope. I wanna start here again. Very good. Grand Village. We don't care at the moment. I know you can unpause for this, but I don't really want to do that. Oh, that's looking pretty good so far. To get the kind of shape right. Yeah. That is coming along nicely. So up here we're gonna go with a bit of a bigger curve and shape there, I think. And we'll pull it in toward the center where the thingy is gonna be. Hey Popcorn, welcome. Yes. Right now we're doing some City Skylines and I'm trying to build like a jack-o'-lantern piece for the city. So this here is where the stem sits. So we're gonna pull it in a little bit bigger because it's Halloween, you know? So I figure make it a little bit festive, sort of. I have no idea. So I'll pull these in. No, that doesn't look enough. I want more of a dent. Yeah, the grids are pretty great. Though I rarely use them. I still paint by hand because... hello there, Cookies SDF. So lovely to see you here. Welcome. I don't use the pre-built grids so much. I'll get into it in a moment once my brain capacity is back. Okay, this is probably the ugliest pumpkin you ever did see. Does that shape look even remotely like a pumpkin? I think I failed here pretty hard. This needs to be redone. So let's remove this bit here and try it again. We can do it a little bit better, I'm sure. So the reason I don't like to using the new grids, despite them being pretty darn good, is because I like these irregular plot sizes. Because in Cities Skylines 2 more... I mean, I think it was the same in 1, but the plot size kind of determines what exactly comes out. Like what kind of business is going to be built. So for example... down here we got somewhere here there's a little gas station And that's 2 by 2. So if you have irregular lot sizes already in a shape like this one, then yeah, you're gonna have a better time basically in getting more irregular housing and zones and whatnot. So there's more variety in people who can live and work there. Okay, let's try and finish up our pumpkin. But we can do a heart or a heart-ish thing later. My dump, I don't have a dump yet. If you start out, your trash is just going to be exported. So don't build the dump early. It's very costly, and I think there's some issue with it anyway, because you would have, I have a 150,000 citizen city in another save game, and I have like 4 incinerator plants and several recycling plants, and I am not keeping up with it. It's crazy. So I'll see how long I can go without building a dump or a recycling or whatever. We'll see. I think I might have to pull up a picture of a pumpkin, honestly. I don't know. So let's build the stem here. So we'll just build another little curve. And then we'll pull out the stem like that. Okay. Does this look like a pumpkin? at this juncture. It's a bit too long, possibly. It's very kind of you, but you know, everyone is their own worst critic. So let's make this a little bit shorter. But maybe let's make it thicker, because pumpkin stems are pretty thick. So we'll just do it. Oh, no. We'll do it a little bit thicker, but shorter, you know? Like that? Yeah, that looks more like a pumpkin, doesn't it? Okay, so of course we need the eyes and the mouth, because it's supposed to be a Halloween-y pumpkin. So we'll build in connecting roads. Kind of these alleys here. And if we go by where these curves in a pumpkin would be, generally, you know, where the I don't know how to, the texture of the pumpkin, where it has these lines go. Like, let's try that. Let's build a bit of a line here, like that, and one over here as well, like down there. I think these could be a bit more curvy. We're doing art today. This is not Cities Skylines. This is a paint replacement, a Photoshop replacement. Yeah, okay, that's halfway decent. Every time the game freezes, by the way, it's just the autosave kicking in, so it's not actually a performance issue. Oh, that looks better. It's better. So we got a bit of a pumpkin. We could do some more outlines over here, you know. No, they have to go like that. Just to... I'm not convinced on those ones. But let's build the mouth and the eyes first. So let's start with the mouth. And we'll just go with the most basic shape I can think of for a pumpkin mouth. Which is basically this. We're gonna give it some teeth too, because it's a scary pumpkin, yeah? So we'll turn the curves off. So we get sharp pumpkin teeth right there. And the really good thing is, I mean, look, we're losing money here, right? But it doesn't matter. In my experience, it doesn't really matter at all. We can just keep going and build our pumpkin, and our city will just be fine. I'm not sure if that's intentional, but that's how it's working out for me anyway, so... Yeah, the teeth are coming in nicely. That looks good. I mean, for Cities Skylines pumpkin teeth anyway. So now we need eyes. And I'm feeling like we could make it look like glasses. We could make it look like glasses by using the roundabouts. So we'll go like this. And we'll go the same on this side. So it's a nerdy pumpkin. What it's gonna be. And then we do another curve here to go, you know, over the nose, the bridge of the glasses there. And now we need to put some roundabouts there. This is working surprisingly well. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. But that is definitely not Beach Street. This is definitely not Beach Street. This is Pumpkin Avenue. This is Pumpkin Stem. This is Pumpkin Stalk. I don't know if... Oh, yeah, okay. This is Spooky Glasses Road. Oh, man, there's so many here. Cozy Lane, Strawberry Lane, Hemlock. Oh, yeah, these can all stay. Maybe... You guys can suggest some names here if you want. Help me out. This is Upper Lip Lane. This is Lower Lip Lane. It's a little bit like naming your Photoshop layers, isn't it? Just, what is it? This is Bottom Left Tooth Way. No. This is oh no, Bottom Center Tooth Way. It's very important that we get these right. And this is Bottom Right Tooth Way. Actually, I mean, this is crazy. Look at that. You can totally tell what it is. I'm so amazed right now. Didn't think it would work out. Top right tooth. Alley. I mean, the alley is a little bit spookier, isn't it? Yeah, the glasses, they turned out so nicely. Oh god. And this is... There we go. Should we dedicate one of them to... Or actually we have some. Should we dedicate this one to Lola? A cozy... cozy Lola Lane. How about that? And we could dedicate that one over there to... I know you've written it a bunch of times, but I'm not quite sure, honestly. I think I forgot what your cat's named. Karma, yeah. I'll just go with There we go. Now they're part. They are immortalized here on the spooky pumpkin. The first, I will just say this, okay? This is literally the first, if not the only, spooky road pumpkin in Cities Skylines 2. You were here when it all happened. This is history being made right here. Okay, let's zone this in. Let's make it a little bit. Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, so industry, generally you don't want to mix, but industry does this smoke effect. So I'm thinking about putting some industry in here in the mouth. So there's like smoke coming out of the mouth. Sadly, we can't put it into the eyes or around the eyes because you can't build anything, zone anything there. Or we could put it here above. Then it would come like smoking out of the eyes, basically. In which direction does our wind go? Downward, sideward. Okay, I'm risking some of the air pollution here for smoking eyes. But it goes downward. That's a little bit weird. Let's make it come out of the mouth instead. Let's do that. As I said, generally you don't want to mix, but I have a good feeling about that. So put some commercial here. And I think we'll only use flat houses for the rest. Kinda. Let's see. Build them upstream from the smoke, so people actually don't have to suffer the smoke so much. No, I don't think we're gonna put anything on the stalk. Otherwise, that's gonna look too thick. So now we just kind of wait for people to move in. Could throw some more business in places. Like, okay, we put some business here, right there, and right there. And now we put some medium housing there. Because that's gonna look like it's sitting on a pedestal there. Oh, we unlocked the special thing. Okay, right now it's a little bit hard to tell with all the construction going on. But I'm hoping that once we got all this stuff ready here, it's gonna look just fine. But we'll see. We might have to erase all the buildings again and just throw like plants on there. Do we have any plants that look a little bit orangey? I mean, the wildflower bush 01 could work. Could work. But for now, we'll see how all the housing and stuff will turn out here. Yes, it's just a little spooky pumpkin neighborhood. Right up on Fawn Street. Just follow Fawn Street, you can't miss it. I mean, I would like to put another themed one over here. Like what other spooky thing could we make? Like a little ghost? Or a cat? Or a witch's cauldron or something? Easy shapes, you know? Something that isn't too complicated. A bat? Oh, a bat is good. Oh yeah, bat and a witch hat. Like all this here is gonna be the Halloween area. That's all it's gonna be. Okay, how do I remember these? I have an idea. A witch's hat. Okay, we have 2 for witch's hat, so witch's hat is next. But the bat I still like. So we'll do a similar setup here. So we'll take a regular road, pull it out from here. Actually, this can... Yeah, no, it's fine. A regular road. Okay, so every time Halloween is over, people are just getting evicted or what? It's like reverse Boxing Day. It's just worse. I don't think I can decide what house color we get. I'm a little bit worried about how happy or enthusiastic you are about the idea of everyone getting evicted. That's I mean, it's a little bit in the spirit of Halloween, isn't it? But I don't know. Why can't I build off here? Okay, now I can. So we'll build it up like that a little bit. Like that. So, and this here will be the witch's hat. Okay. How do I do a witch's hat? Like, we gotta have like a border, the bottom thing, and then we have to have the thing on top, basically. Right? I mean, I could try to do a whole witch's face with a witch's hat. But I'm not too sure how capable I am of doing that. So I'll try with the full witch's hat face side view. And then we'll go with just the hat if I fail. Because if we make a hat, it could just as well be a wizard's hat. And we're not trying to make a wizard hat here, okay? We're trying to make a spooky witch's Halloween hat. So, speaking of which, I should probably turn on the night systems again. Let me see. I turned it off because it's a little bit difficult to see anything at night. But this is Halloween. And we need the light. Where was that? Gameplay? I feel like here. There. Day-night visuals. Alright. So eventually it should turn night so we get the spooky atmosphere. And maybe, because industry has like red warning lights blinking and stuff, maybe we even get like a little red scary mouth here. But yeah, the smoke is coming in nicely. You know, spewing smoke. Alright, let's get on the witch. And we'll go with this. I'm really bad at faces, so let's do a bit of a neck first. Oh, maybe I do this for a neck. I'm really, really bad with a lot of things in terms of art. So let's build a little neck. This is our witch's neck. This is where we're gonna start out with. So now we go with a little bit of a chin there. But she's a witch, so she has a spiky, weird, jutting chin, you know, like that. So now we need to... Oh, we need to go a little bit up, basically. And now we bring in some lips here. Like that. And oh, like, oh man, it's much harder than I thought it would be. Okay, so these are the witch's lips, meaning we now need a witch's nose. And that, of course, has to be a right big schnauzer of a nose. Oh god. Alright, okay, so how do eyes work? I think we'll just do a roundabout for eyes again. Okay, I mean, it's, you know, you got the chin. It's gonna need a wart. Can't have a witch's chin without a wart. So let's build a wart here. Or should we put... I think we should put the wart on the nose, rather. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's give the witch's nose a wart, yeah? And maybe even some hairs growing out of the nose wart. Let's try that. Okay, I mean, that works. Why does this work so well? What is this? Oh, dearie me. It looks a little bit like it's waving to us, you know? Like this is the arm that's waving to us. Let's make it a real thing. And this little wart is waving to us. Let's give it a little hand here. It's a little Easter egg. Oh, Jesus. I think I need to purchase some more tiles. I don't have enough space for the whole witch up there. So let's buy some more here. Actually, let's just not limit our artistic endeavors. Let's get some more canvas going. Oh, goodness. All right. So let's continue on our witch here. So the eye is a little bit recessed, I would say. So maybe we need to get rid of that curve there. And like, I don't know how a human face works. I barely see them anymore. So we'll go like, no, like, no. Go like, yeah, there, that's better. Now we go in. Kind of a little bit. That. And we'll try and put her eyeball right there or something. Now we go up a little bit. Oh, that's a lot of curves for palm tree shaped subdivision. Yeah, sure. That's a little bit, I mean, that's not very Halloween-y. I think I need to go up here. I need to go up. So we'll pull it in like that. Okay, and now this is the forehead. Like so. Now we do like the hairline kinda. Like that. And we'll pull it out to here. And now we do a little bit of hairstyling there. So she gets some wild Medusa hair flowing down. That is the best road I have ever built in this game so far. Look at that hair. That's some shampoo level advertisement hair we're making here. Yeah, that's a real thing. You can look it up. Dubai built... What they wanted to do was get more space to build like hotels and stuff. And they built like sand islands into the ocean. And some of them are shaped like palm trees, but none of it really went anywhere. So they do exist. You can look them up. They're on Google Maps and everything. But yeah, they didn't really get all that far with their ideas. I don't know. If you can't drink and drive on the Witch's Road, on which road can you drink and drive? Let's be honest now. That's the one road where you should be allowed to do all these kind of things. It's just... Okay, let's leave out a little bit of a shape here for the ear. Honestly, this might be my most human-looking human creation that I ever did attempt. Alright, let's give her an ear. Right there. Pull down the earlobe a little bit. Because she's a witch and that's all looking a little bit weird. Here you got a perfect, almost perfect ear shape. I'm not gonna try and fill it in, so that's just gonna be the ear. And now we need a witch's hat, which she's wearing a top here, so it kind of goes from here all around to there. Oh my god! So let's see. I want to pull this all the way up. Get a real sharp edge up there. Bring it back around. This is just the hem of the hat. So basically sits on a head like that. Oh, that curve doesn't. This doesn't work. Okay, we need to redo that. Oh boy, we have a little bit of an issue. I don't think we have enough electricity here. Let's check that out real quick. We still need to do right by our citizens. So I think I turned down the budget here. So we'll just turn it up to like 90% and see if that's enough for people to get power again. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. All right, let's keep on building this witch's hat here. So yeah, I just want the hem a little bit lower like that, but we can keep this possibly, because now nope, there. And pull it in a little bit like that. Now we need to pull this in a little bit. And we'll just attach it here and remove that bit. Okay, that didn't work out quite as I hoped it would. I have to go higher in here. That's the problem. We can do better. We can do better. I wish I could lessen the levies they have to supply and get more taxes out of these people. That would be great. So now what is this? It looks like an axe, like a hand axe. Why am I incapable of making a witch's hat? Okay, let me just... I have to Google this. That's... Come on now. It's such a simple shape, you'd think, but my brain is just not having it. You know what? We could just make it very pointy. I see a lot of pointy witches' hats here. Just very pointy. And with like a little... Hey, I thought it would be floppy to the end, okay? Fine. Alright, okay, fine. Fine. We'll try again. We'll try again. Downfall of any artist, just trying to do more than there should be. I'll just go with a triangle. I think this is best for everyone involved. Alright. Now, we're gonna do a triangle with a little thing at the top. So I'll go like that. We'll give it a little floppy floop up here. Like that. And now... There we go. What is this? It still doesn't look right. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? It's why not? Why couldn't the witch's hat be a mimic? You know? Why not? Could just give it eyes too. And teeth. No, okay. I think I need to pull this in. If this is a little bit more like that, and this is less floppy and down, and this is less far out. Yes, I agree. It's a little bit odd that I'm struggling so much with the hat. Which should be like the easy... Oh, we can leave this as a little bit of hair. That looks actually pretty good. Okay, so we'll pull this in a little bit. Like so. And we just reduce this angle here a little bit. Make it a little bit less aggressive. Aggressively wide. So like that, for example. And then we pull in this hemp as well, which kind of looks like one of... I think we need to pull this angle in as well. Make it like a little bit less like these caps where people don't take off the tag. You know? And we'll just pull this in a little bit like that. And now we make this also a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah. Actually, it does look a little bit like that. Alright, so we got the pumpkin. We got the witch with the hat. We need a bat still. I think that was another suggestion there. But let's give the witch an eye first. Let's see. I'm thinking... Like, I can't put... Oh, I actually can put a roundabout right there. Oh my god. This is some next level stuff right here. That is fantastic. Yeah. Definitely. Thank you for these suggestions here. I'm in love with the witch that we have created. Thank you for your artistic critiques and inputs for me to help improve the witch a little bit further. I think I see one last issue I want to take care of. Like this here looks a little bit dented. Like this should be a little bit more like that, I think. But anything else, I'm pretty happy with. Oh, we could give. Can we give her an earring? We can give her a piercing or something. Yes, we can give her like one of those hipster thingies that has a hole in it. Look at that. Now she has an earring. Or an eye ring, because it kind of looks like the eye as well. Oh, this is great. If I had a Twitter or something, I would 100% screenshot this and send it to Paradox Official or Colossal Auto Official or whoever runs that stuff. Alas, I have no reach. This will never be seen by the broader world, but I think we did some great work here. Witch with the earring, pumpkin with glasses. Nice. And I think we might put the bat like here. You know, just pull it up between them. So you get this Halloween mural right there. Over here we got our halfway decently built town. And then we got this thing. This place. Let's call it. Oh, God. Let's remove some crossings to help with the visuals a little bit more. So I don't want any crossings here. Looks like someone attached it. But it's part of her face. Same over here. We'll remove all these. It looks a little bit more... I mean, I want to say natural, but nothing about this is natural. All of this is quite horrible. No crossings, only drivings. So the road alone looks much better, but I don't think we made the pumpkin worse with planting anything there. You know? So I think we can build around the witch as well. What should we build? Well, they want everything, basically. I think we'll go with the medium housing up here again. So at least there's some rhyme and reason to what we're doing. So we'll pull in this. Paint that in here. Oops, that's... Yeah, okay, that's fine. I can live with it. Then we throw some more commercial zones right here. There. And here, because with the medium housing, a lot of people are going to move in. And let's be really mean, maybe. Oh, we don't have parking yet. Let's unlock parking. And let's be really mean and put like a parking space somewhere in the witch. Like right here. Or do they park in her brain? On her hat? That's where they park. Up there in the hat. In the witch's hat. And we'll throw some parks in. Shouldn't we? Let's lighten this up a little bit. Evict some people. So Cookies is happy as well. Because people finally get evicted. Been waiting for it all stream already. Honestly, actually, I should put more parks everywhere. Looking at this. I think we want happy people. No, I'm not gonna evict everyone. It's Halloween. It's not landlord Christmas. Okay, you guys are working. You don't need beauty. But the witch needs beauty. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Nope. Witches eat children. So she only gets playgrounds. So she can eat. That's how it works. Only playgrounds for the witch. But she's also a healer. So maybe, you know, in her brain, there's a lot of parking going on there. But she's also a wise woman. You know? Honestly, Cookies. I do wish you well, financially speaking, but I hope you never become a landlord. I hope you never have enough money to let people rent from you, because those ideas, quite frankly, it scares me. Oh no, we don't have enough crematoriums. We actually don't have any crematoriums. Let's go. So let's throw some crematoriums into the witch. So she can deal with the dead. Right next to the parking garage. She's thinking... I mean, she has to cook the children somewhere, right? So that's just a front. The crematorium is a front for where she stores and eats the children. We gotta build some lore here. We gotta do some world building for this city. You know, it's not just it looks like a witch. There needs to be story attached to it. Okay, so firefighters. No, the witch's hat might burn sometimes. We don't need firefighters for that. That's fine. Sometimes there's just a fire in the witch's hat. You can't explain that. Can't prevent it. It's just how it is. All right, let's throw in a bunch of... Oh no, the painting is the most horrible thing. I wish you could get the whole sized paint brushes from Cities Skylines 1 again. That was much easier to paint in large bits and pieces here, but we'll deal with it. So her hair is made up of small houses. That's how it's gonna be. So all this is hair. Oh god. This is taking so much time. But it's okay. It's art. Art requires passion. And pain. Good god. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm gonna laugh so hard if these districts here turn out to be like the most stable in the city. Everyone's just constantly happy. No one yelling about missing services or anything. Oh no, we're not gonna put anything on the hair here. That just kind of stands out a little bit. It's like a little stray hair. I think we're gonna throw some offices. Like, her face is all business. Her face is all business. So we're gonna add some offices here. She knows what's up. Her life, her face is all business. She's a pro. She's been doing this for hundreds of years. There's no fooling her. She knows what it's about. And I'd add some smaller sized housing. What do you want? High density residential. Well, I haven't unlocked it yet. Large apartment buildings with small affordable apartments. That is not really that, sadly, what they're asking for. But we'll build it here. Likely there's not going to be much of it anyway. Oh, actually, it works in that direction. Fine. Fine then. if you want to be like that. And up in her hat and everything, she's cooking. In her brain, she's constantly cooking. So that's where industry goes. Under that hat, inside of that hat, constant scheming. Constantly working on her stuff. Oh, I think it's becoming night. Oh, yeah. Yes! Look at that! It works! Fantastic! Oh my god! This is crazy. I agree. This is all kinds of silly, but it's fantastic. That is good stuff. Very good. Oh. Okay, let's add some commercial zones, just because people are asking for it, around the hat here. And some down there on the chinny chins. But I kind of want to leave the nose and everything here free. But that looks great. That looks real good. This has a little bit too few eyes, but I think it works. The buildings, the industry buildings are a little bit too bright. I think that's the issue. That's destroying a bit of our carefully crafted illusion. If you please, if you will. But honestly, our city is thriving. We're growing. Everything's going our way. People just love Halloween out here. That's how it is, you know. They hear, okay, there's a witch being built. There's a whole witch district. Yeah, I want to live there. Yes, I want to live in the witches district. Why wouldn't I want to live in the witches district? Speaking of which, let's maybe see if we can't. Now, the basic power plant can't be improved. There's nothing we can do about that. So we don't really have a lot of points right now. We could get an emergency battery station. It doesn't help us much. Gas power plant. Yeah, no. I'm more of a solar type. We could build some windmills. Actually, we could do that. Should we give like this bit of the witch's hat a windmill? Oh right, no. I tried this on this map, but there's such little wind. Yeah, you barely get your money's worth. Sadly, we don't get the 5 full megawatts. Out here it might be better where the wind is stronger, but down here the wind is too weak to get proper windmill power going. Why did this just glow red? I think it was just the information on power consumption. It's ominous, like this red glowing witch's hat. Yeah. Okay, so the next is the bat. And it would make sense if it's up here because the witch is kind of looking at it. And I hope the bat is a simple enough shape for me, but I mean, you have seen me struggle now. You have seen what I do with simple shapes. So it might actually not turn out to be that simple. So let's pull up the holding. It's a little bit like 3D printing, you know, we need a thing that holds up the thing that we're trying to do. Build up like that. No, I want the bat over here. That's too close. Sorry for evicting people again. put the bat over there. I'll put the bat over there. This is gonna be a nightmare city to eventually try and fix like all the traffic issues we're creating here. Like with the industry up here, it's just I can already see all these roads clogging up. Should probably upgrade this lane or something, but we'll figure it out once we're done. Now is Halloween time. Okay, so a bat. It's a fairly simple shape. Let's try that. So a bat has a little thing there, like a little butt type thing. So I'll give it a foot here and a foot on the other side. Okay, so now the knight is not helping. Let's turn that off again because I can't build like that. Like I see nothing. And I'm gonna give it a little bit of claws, right? Okay. There, it just gets some claws. Whoa. Ooh. Okay, maybe I tried like that. Nope. How many claws does a bat have? Is it 3? I'll just go like that. We'll pretend this is how bat claws look like. I have no idea, but we'll just say that's how it works. Get some little spiky fingies right there. So those are the feet, yeah? So now it kind of goes in a little bit, I'd say. And then we start over here somewhere on the wings. And this is kind of a sharp turn on the wing. And then we go kind of down. And out like that, like real high. And then, ooh. We'll go inward a little bit, I think. Like that. And upward. Not so high. The outer is the highest. So I'm gonna go like that. Whoop. And then down to the body. Sort of like that. And then comes a little bat hat. Head. Not the hat. Right. Ooh. Yes. That is exactly how a bat head looks like. You can't tell me otherwise. So we pull in like that a little bit, and then we go. Oh god, no, this needs to be a little bit sharper, like on the other side as well. Like that. I don't know, maybe you could. And now we go all big like that. I mean, so far the jury is still out if this is even a bat in the end. So let's not count our blessings just yet. So over down here a little bit. And there. Nope, this needs to go further. Nope, further even. What? I mean, it's It's something. Okay, let's give it bat ears. I'm not even gonna try and improve this. Oh, oh. One bat ear. You think? And another bat ear. Ah, the bat ears help. The bat ears really... yeah, they really tie the whole thing together. And I think we need to give him glasses too. Also, he has hands. Bats have hands up here. They have claws down there and hands up here, don't they? Or no, they have little hooks. They have little hooks up there. They have claws and little hooks. So you need a hook, my boy. Let's get you a little hook. Like that. A little hook. There. We're learning so much about animals today. Should we try a bat ear interior? Or does that look like a bunny now? Does that work? I think it's better without it. Or what do you say? I think the inner thing makes it look like a bunny a little bit. You think? You think that works? Okay. Well, then we'll do them symmetrical at least. If I can. I don't know. Alright. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Oh. Nope. Too far. I don't know what they thought when they built these tools, but clearly this is not bed shape friendly. They really need to go back to the drawing board on this. Could have built this better. Now I understand all the negative reviews. 0 out of 10. Have difficulty building bed shapes. I mean, if we just ignore the traffic implications for this, if we just pretend this doesn't exist in terms of a functional roadway, that's actually pretty good. So how do we give him eyes? Because again, I can't set these down just anywhere. They have to be on something. So what we're going to do is we're going to build another set of eyes, but of glasses. So we'll take this here. And we pull it down like that. Pull it over again. And pull that over here. And now we should be able... okay, and now... I should be able... I think if I bulldoze these, I lose the... Do I lose the roundabouts? Yeah, I think. Let's try. Yep. Nope. Gotta have the roundabouts. And sadly, there's no undo on this as well. I wish there was an undo. You could just Ctrl-C and try and stop yourself from making silly mistakes like that. So sadly... there's only... oh no, I made it too short this time around. Okay, let's try this again. Let's build this once more. Yeah. But then again, this game already has so much, especially compared to the predecessor. It's hard to be upset about that, but it's just such a... ingrained piece of my workflows in everything, you know, work, writing, Photoshop, anything you can think of is just basically always also ZGLC, ZGLZ, ZGLX, all these, you know, it's just so ingrained. Okay, I think that works. Now let's give him these little inside the wing things, and then we're kind of done with that boy, aren't we? We'll make those small and kind of leathery looking. So we take these. Oh, they actually fit in there? That's crazy. That's not curved enough. That is not curved enough. We want curvy. We came for curvy. We're gonna stick around for curvy, and we're gonna leave if we're not gonna get curvy. Ah! Come on now. I mean, if I put this like here. It's overlapping a little bit. What are you overlapping with? Okay, I need to pull this out first, like this. And then we can do curvy. Oh, not so far. Nope. Yeah. That works. Alright. So first we get out of the woods. Then we do it like that. And finish it up here, basically. And now we do that same thing here, and then we're pretty much done. I think that would work. Finishing up our little spooky little bat. Oh, that went in one go. Is it curvy enough, though? I think it's good enough. So here is going to be a bit of a problem. We have to cheat. No one's going to notice from far away, I hope. Should we also denote the little body a little bit? I think. He's a thick boy. Thick bat. Yeah, okay. Alright. So we got the witch. We got the bat. We got the pumpkin. Pumpkin is eating the industry. Nom 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 nom. I mean, this thing is taking away a huge chunk of our forestry industry option. But, you know. Gotta go for the artistic option here and there. You can't just... Yep, worth it. I absolutely agree. This is some high quality city planning and road building. I don't see any problems with this whatsoever. This is ideal, and there's no better way to do it. Oh man. Okay, what's your problem? You don't have rollers. Oh no, not that. Ugh. Okay, fine. Yeah, it was a quick idea right before I started, and then when I started, it just kind of, you know, you guys went with it. And I'm trying to learn the ways of the Twitch, and Twitch is all about chat participation. So I figure if there's more good ideas, why not? Pumpkin was mine, the rest is all you. All you guys helping me out, being creative, being my best self. My best creative self here. Right, speaking of which, let's do one of the least fun things in this game that you can ever do. Is put down an area for forestry. Oh man. Right. So we're gonna look for this road direction. Then we're gonna escape out because I don't want to build like that. We put down a road in front of the place. We pull down the road to somewhere. Possibly evicting people. Nope, no evictions this time. This place will now get all the utilities it needs. And now we do the least fun bit of this game. And I don't know what they thought when they did this. Like, okay, I get it. You have to manually pull out where they operate, what they do, yeah? But this is how it works. It's utterly tedious. It's not fun. This is not fun gameplay. Like, it's fun the first time you do it because you're, oh, look at this. Look at the snapping. Look at all these cool angles you can make. Oh, that's very interesting. But the bigger your city goes, the more you have to do of these to actually keep up with demand. And it's just, I really wish they hadn't done that. Like, once in a while it's fine because, yeah, I like when it snaps. So that's cool. I enjoy the snapping mechanic that they put in for things snapping into place. That's really nice, but holy heck. Could they have done a better job? It just basically be like any other game in this genre. Be like, okay, what's in this area? All right, everything in this area is now part of this industry thing. Right? Like, it's not hard once you figure it out how it works, but it's tedious. It's like having to use the pen tool in Photoshop or, I don't know, GIMP, if GIMP has the pen tool. The pen tool is great. It does a whole lot of things really, really well if you want to use it. You can do a lot of the things that pen tool can other ways as well. But here, there's an alternative. You have to use that. That's your only way of doing it. All right, so who's gonna live in the bat? Right now, we're looking mainly for commercial space because all these shop keeps, they all think that they need to sell more. So here's a big, nice green area for shops. So we'll just throw more shops in there, I suppose. But we go with varying sizes to make sure we got a variety of things coming in. And it's not just big businesses that then just fail and need a bailout, a government bailout. Because I'm not in the business of giving government bailouts. I'm in the business of receiving government bailouts. Because if we look at our balance sheet, government subsidies make up a large portion of our income. Yeah. All right, so obviously there's no optimizing what we built here. First of all, it's perfect. Second of all, I would destroy the shapes. So if we want to keep bat, pumpkin, and witch, which we absolutely want to do, we'll have to work around them. And I think that's an interesting challenge all in itself. I think that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Right, what do we have here? I'm kind of out of steam now because that was my great idea for tonight. Darn. I could drink something, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So, do we go back to regular city planning activities? Actual, honest to God, trying to build a good city. We'll try. We'll see. We have a lot of space to build now, so that's nice. We definitely need more power, and we just got more points, so let's unlock some more power options. Geothermal power plant. Those are really big and really powerful, but they cause a lot of pollution. So we can go directly to the solar power plant. So that's what we're going to do. But these are prohibitively expensive, so maybe we can't even afford it. Oh, we can barely afford it, but we're immediately, right after building it, we're going to be poor. Poor as heck. And we'll just build it right here into the forest. No, I want to build it somewhere where we have a little bit of wiggle room in terms of how to build around it. But actually, we can't even build it anywhere else. Oh, goodness. So much for city planning. So maybe we just build it here for now. Kind of in the industrial zone. And now we're rushing towards bankruptcy. Because we are exporting some of it. Right now we're probably overproducing by a good margin. But maybe we can help that. Let's attach this here to the power grid. To the big power grid like that. And ideally, we are going to export a whole lot of more energy now. I think. Yep. So this should be stemmed. I hope. Because this should... we can definitely lower the budget. Definitely don't need that much now. We got such a huge overflow. There's no point in having it up that high. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so clock is ticking on us with our payment issues here. Could build some power storage, but we don't really need it. Let's build some of these because they're free. A modern classic that puts a smile on the faces of its inhabitants. So we can see some houses here already crumbling into dust, so we'll just overwrite them with a modern classic which will put a smile on the faces of its inhabitants. We're not bothering with districts because they're kind of boring. Oh, we could do a mixed zoning here. So we have some shopping in the bottom and some living spaces up top. I don't know how often I'm gonna zoom out on this map and just admire our Halloween themed additions to it. It's just really some A+ work we done here. A+. Okay, let's add some more industry in the predetermined industry spot space that I have decided is going to be mainly industry. You can mix in some commercial with the industry, that's fine. But you can't do a lot. Like if you do a full slot like this, it's never really working in my experience. You want to have some variation, especially on the commercial. I don't know why, but that seems to work much better in the long run. Industry, this is fine. But having a mix of things generally works out pretty well. So we're gonna throw it like here. That's pretty decent. And we just wait for people to build new businesses and everything. And we hope we don't go bankrupt. But again, with the milestones you unlock, you always get enough cash infusions in between. It's not a big problem. I wish money weren't as much of a problem as it is in this game. Oh, okay. Looking at it from this angle changes things a little bit. Like the bat is still a bat, but this doesn't look much like a witch anymore. Whoop. Oh, whoopsie. All right. Okay. Fine. Did I do something here? Did I pull down the services? Nope. That's all good. All right. So you need water availability and you need sewage output. All good. We can deal with that. Where did we get water? Here. Pump house. Which, am I contaminating this right now? Let's have a quick look. Ground pollution. No. I want to see. Okay, no. We're not polluting this. This is pretty fine. But we'll build another groundwater pumping station right there, right next to it, as long as we can afford it anyway. this here. Efficiency isn't very high, but that's okay. And we'll put another sewage outflow down there to keep polluting our waterways, as is tradition. As is human tradition. Okay, we can actually upgrade these a little bit. Significantly increases water intake and delivery capacity. So building entirely new often isn't the right way. Upgrading is a much better option, honestly. But we already bought and built it. If we remove it, we only get like 25% of the value back, which, I don't know, 75% of the value we get it back. So we lose 25%. So since this is unpolluted water, that's fine. Oh, look at that. People start dying in the pumpkin. I don't know why would you move here and then start dying? That's just silly. I don't know who would do that. We could get a train. Honestly, we don't even have a bus line right now. Maybe we should get on a little bit of public transport, should we? Now, well, we can't. We can't build a taxi depot. So we'll do that. And we'll put it somewhere close to the water here. So I don't get ideas about building things that I shouldn't build. Now we throw some taxi stops around the city. Just a bunch here. In places. Wherever. I'm not paying attention. I'm just putting these down. And of course where a lot of people live and where the schools are and the college and everything. You gotta go walk the doggy. Well, have a very lovely walk. Thank you so much for being here and helping with the Halloween themed artwork, which I think turned out absolutely amazing. Hope to see you soon. And we'll talk later. Alrighty, so the Witch's Chin gets some taxis as well. And maybe we even get some in the ear. No. Under the hat, next to the parking garage, I think. Makes some sense. So these are just bumbling about the city now. That should work. Right, okay, so this thing here has 0 occupancy. No one wants to park here, so that is a terrible spot to put it. Moving it, I don't know if we are even able to afford it. Nope, we are not. So maybe we turn it off for now. Does literally nothing. Only costs us money. Or we turn it on and throw some more housing up here. So at the moment, since the industry isn't so thick here, people would still be happy to move in. So we'll just throw some medium density and some low density housing all around the hat now. I've actually never mixed industry and living spots, but this might work. Oops, that was a commercial zone we took away there. So we'll have to see. Let's check the pollution levels. Air pollution slightly in this edge there. I mean, they're orange, but as long as you don't have a colored zone like that, it should be fine. Basically. You know. Ground pollution, that is more of an issue around here. And the more densely packed your industry is, the lesser options you have to avoid it. Noise pollution, of course, is probably the biggest problem. But again, it's mainly contained inside the hat. So, shouldn't be an issue. And water pollution, we don't actually see really happening. Except for where we are pumping sewage into the rivers. So that's all good, I think. Still a need for commercial zones. I don't get it. This never really goes down in my games. I don't fully understand why, honestly. So we'll just put some more where there's profit to be made for these people. Maybe replace a few of these industry zones, especially down here where the pollution is starting. So kick these out, kick these in, and that should help a little bit on every end. Get some more services going that everyone's asking for, and we get rid of all this stuff. And popcorn, by the way, I just thought about it. Looking at the performance, it's pretty good. Obviously, this is a very small town, but it's not much worse on my 150,000 people town. So, I don't know. It can work. Can work. Can work. I did have a bunch of glitching artifacts where textures just started turning black. But generally, yeah, it's pretty darn decent. For me, anyway. Which I'm happy to say, like, I've been lucky, historically speaking. I've always been a pretty lucky person with performance issues. Like, I read a lot about them, but rarely do I experience them myself. All right. So we're building that. See, this makes me a little bit sad. Like, we don't really have to worry about money. But also, we don't really have much in ways of helping it. Let's build a district, even though I said we're not going to bother with it. Let's give this industrial district its own thing. So we'll build it from, like, down here. Over to here. There. There, and let's include these boys up there as well. I don't know if I need to include the house or the whole thing, but we'll just go like that. And then I'm going to show you why I don't think you really need to bother with these, sadly. So first of all, in Cities Skylines 1, and it took me forever to figure this out, I'm ashamed to say, but we had a little button here for policies, yeah? There was a little button that was just policies. No. That's not how it works here. No. You click on the name of this thing. Then this panel pops up. And then up here, this is your full selection of policies. That's all. You can tell them to be aware of the energy consumption, reducing it. You can tell them to recycle. Decreases free time, but decreases the amount of resources, whatever. You can say roadside parking. You can put speed bumps. So less chances of accident and reducing sound pollution. This is good for residential districts. Heavy traffic ban later. Gated community, also good for residential areas. And combustion engine ban, also good for residential areas. And that's it. Yes, all these would go for this area. There are some citywide policies that you can set. But these are what we're looking at here. This is all for this specific area. You know. I think the best thing about it is that you get a little bit more insight on this specific area. I think that's the greatest advantage you get. And also, you could assign local services to specific districts. So if you say, okay, this high school should only operate in Cooper Field, you can do that. Or should only take students from Cooper Field. I don't know exactly what it helps. It used to, but the main distinction now is basically industry or residential, which isn't necessarily bad. But it's also just not very interesting, is my problem. It just isn't very interesting, I must say. Let's see. Can we build another forestry here? This forestry area. Yeah. I think we'll build another forestry here just because getting forest that you can actually work with is kind of difficult. And the bat, again, is taking up a whole bunch of it. So we'll make the best of this here. And we'll turn it in a way where we get to attach to this road over there. And that's That's a good-ish area. I'll pull out like that. And now we set the area. This also took me way too long to figure out, but now I'm just kind of annoyed by it all. Every strategy game I've played in my life, or most of them, let's be fair. Not everyone, but most of them were like, hey, this has this area of effect, and in this area of effect you can do what you want. You get all the resources from that area. Not here. And it has these weird little kinks. So here's an edge somewhere there. You need to attach to the edges, or you're not going to be able to make a good fitting side here. Okay, oh, these are roads. This is the bat. All right. So we have to find these places where there is angle points, so you get a nice clean line there. If you attach anywhere but on an angle point, it's not going to work. It's going to tell you that it's overlapping. Which, you know, why? Why can't it just do the thing? Right, there we go. But it's being annoyed on a very high level, honestly. Like, these are such minor gripes. Overall, I'm pleased with the game. This year generally has been really good for gaming, on what I like, anyway. I'm really looking forward to Dungeons 4 coming out soon. That'll be a great, good, lots of jolly and fun, which we'll play here. Can I take away residential areas? I will just attach it right there. That's going to cause some noise pollution for them. But, you know, I never said I wouldn't cut wood right in their backyard. That's their assumption. If they move somewhere for a wrong assumption, that's not my problem now, is it? So now we got a decent little surplus going on our production for wood, which will shrink rapidly very soon. And we definitely need some food. Oh, 5,000 tons. Okay. Nope, what? Maybe I need to upgrade this, but for now it's fine. Okay, so where can we get some corn? Now, grain farming you can only do on the yellow areas. Poultry, livestock, you can do anywhere. And we built a bunch in there, so... I think we'll just take the most we can get here. Like, right there looks good-ish. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this isn't a problem in that sense. You know, the game's starting, the game's running, though, arguably, not for everyone. And I'm not one of those people where it's like, well, it works for me. I don't need to do anything. I don't think it's right. If you release a product, it should work. If I do that at work, in my job, yeah, my clients might actually take that once or twice, you know, once or twice. If I fail to meet a deadline or don't exactly deliver exactly what we discussed, maybe they'll deal with it, but it depends heavily on my relationship with them. Everything else, yeah, I'm out of a client. That's how it works. And if you work business to business, you likely have only like 5 or 6 clients that are really important. Then you have maybe a dozen or even 100 more that aren't all that important, that won't be paying your bills either. So that's a bit of a sad thing in gaming. They can just push these things out, and what are the consequences? People buying the stuff don't stop buying it, including myself. Like, I'm part of the problem here, I would say. I pre-order stuff. I like collector's editions because, well, what else am I going to do with my money and my life? I'm never going to buy a house. A collector's edition of a game won't change that. But there we go. Well, it's kind of more fun to make these shapes when they're irregular. You have to think a little bit more. You have a little bit more options. But overall, I wish it were just a little bit less fiddly and something that I don't necessarily need to do. Yeah. Plus, I don't buy them in the sense of, oh, I'm going to get some value out of these one day, you know? These are just for my personal enjoyment because I think it's a nice thing. Yeah. I still have my my box from Warcraft 3 standing around here, which I'm super happy about. Because that was a fantastic game. I have the box for Diablo 2 as well. I don't have all the boxes, historically speaking, but I'm very happy about some of them. Oh, I should probably do some mail. And some communication towers. Yeah. Let's get the people some internets and stuff. So out here, this isn't height related. The power of this circle here basically goes up and down depending on how much it has to service. This is how it works. Oh yeah. Well, if you enjoy hack and slash type gaming, I think you just might enjoy Diablo. At least the older ones. Even Diablo 3. Personally, I really enjoyed Diablo 3, but I'm someone in my action RPGs. I want to slay hordes and hordes of enemies. I just want to go bonkers with them. Ah, yeah. Well, Final Fantasy XIV is it's an MMO, right? It's quite different from action RPGs. I did pick up Elder Scrolls Online again, like yesterday. Checked it out, and yeah, this has improved over time. Like I played it last 7 years ago. I don't know, a long time ago, and it's much better than I remembered. Yeah, did you play it a lot? The ESO, a little waving. I think we can turn on the day-night cycle again. World of Warcraft? Darn. They butchered that game. Loved it. That was my thing for such a long time. I would still be playing it, but can't support a company like Blizzard. It's just... the magic is gone. They ruined it. All right. So we are pushing hard for the next milestone because otherwise we're going to be poor soon. And we would like to avoid that. Okay, so we're getting some issues here with workers. They are not getting the employee position filled. And it is honestly the uneducated and purely educated that they are missing. So FromSoft games? Like, what is that? Dark Souls? The Souls-likes? Elden Ring? That's them, isn't it? Okay, we need to build some places where people are poor. I think inside the bat people are going to be poor. We need some low-income, badly educated people. That's going to be the bat's job. You beat them all? Man, I'm impressed. I'm seriously impressed. I tried to get into Elden Ring. I bought it. I played it. But I'm just... you know, I'm a button smasher. Enemy boss comes at me, I just wail on those controls and I hope that I win, and I never do. Because that's not how these games work. I know that. I know I have to be a little bit more careful. I have to be deliberate about what I'm doing, but my brain refuses, absolutely refuses to understand or adjust to how these games work. Just no dice. Impossible for me. How did you get into it? Like, have you just played Dark Souls and then with every release you just went with it? Or did you at some point spend a significant amount of time to learning it and getting into it? All right. Yeah, see, I don't have that kind of patience anymore. I don't think I would get into Crusader Kings either if I would start now. Like, my time is so limited, even though I don't even have a lot of the responsibilities other people my age have, because like, I got no kids or nothing. No kids, no pets. All I got to take care is of some plants. So still, I'm exhausted at the end of the day, so I don't really see, I don't want to invest my time in learning something that's so ultimately frustrating to me. Though I do understand the payoff. Like, I can see how people like you are just super hyped and enjoying it like crazy. Yeah, it is definitely challenging. Like, that's one of the greater things that it has going for itself, doesn't it? It is absolutely a challenge. All right, you all only have really worker issues. Let's check the pollution levels here. Yeah. So this industry area, you don't want to build anything here. Definitely not. This is all working a little bit better, but not by much. Let's check out how our people are complaining about the city, shall we? Living near industrial areas is horrible. Pollution is spreading all over the ground, yeah. Leisure. People are happy with our leisure. New openings. People are sad about the rain. Snafu insurance. Alright, okay. So what I find a little bit creepy, a little bit dystopian about Cities Skylines 2 is you can look at these tweets, yeah? And then you can be like, Whitney Page. Yeah, Whitney Page. So you are sad about living close to this industrial area, huh? Are you now? Let me put you on my little list here. So now we have this little sheet here where we can always look at Whitney Page. And we can follow her around and we can spy on her. We just know everything that Whitney Page does. Just because she posted on a little chirper app. Yeah, no, I really don't like the radio. It's super repetitive. And it's also inaccurate. Like, by the time they tell you something, it's already happening for a while. Either you see it by the logos or you don't. The radio doesn't help at all. Sometimes it even pops up messages that you just resolved. So it's, I don't know. I didn't care for it. I had it on for the first 20 hours or something, but nah. I'm good, thanks. They didn't really do anything interesting with it. Which is a shame because GTA radio was amazing. So I don't see why they couldn't do something similar here. But then again, it's a vastly different scope, I would say. Completely different type of game, you know. Okay, so Whitney Page doesn't like living here, yeah? You know what we're going to do for Whitney Page? We're going to rezone her house into commercial area. There we go. Now Whitney Page doesn't have to live close to ground pollution anymore. Isn't that an improvement? I would say it is. So let's see where Whitney Page lives now. Oh, Whitney Page is walking around, running away from her home. that just got eviscerated. If Cookies were still here, she could now absolutely celebrate. Are you calling a taxi? Yes. I think you can rename everything. Including Whitney. Whitney Page. The Complainer. See? We can rename everything. This house. You want to rename businesses, yeah? This business. This business. I haven't found anything we can't rename yet. Taxi 1. There you go. Everything. Everything can be renamed. Oh, maintenance. Do we not have a Parks and Recreation department? I don't think so. We don't have the money for this kind of stuff. Someone left their house or place of business, something. Oh, that's a good question. Let's check. Air pollution, noisy, blah, blah, blah. Data showing that people have begun dying more than usual. The reason might be an increase in road accident, or it might simply be because poorly organized healthcare and fire. Okay, sure. Let me see. Let me see. Where was that? There. Primeval Petrol. I think you're only renaming this, like this location. So it will still be Primeval Petrol, even if you rename it Petrolica. So I don't think you change the icon at all. It's just the name of that specific thing. Which I think answers your question. Yep. Working toward this here. I would like to build more industry, but the fact that these people don't find employees is worrying a little bit. And I can't really do anything about the poorly educated. And that's not something I can attract. Honestly, I could. Okay, we can attract the uneducated. Okay, let's go. We'll pull down the taxation for these to 6 and 9% respectively. So that should help bring in a little bit more diverse selection of people. Nah, they want uneducated. That's the thing. So more schools would actually be a detriment to what they need. Plus, they're running pretty decent. Nothing is on capacity or anything. Now this problem I had before. So college is always in the red, basically. We have eligible 1,500, but we have a capacity of 1,000, and they're not even filling it at all. I don't understand how that works. It might be because it's kind of inaccessible from certain areas. But even if I build a bus line from here, where there's a lot of people living, and build it right down there, it's not going to increase people going there. It's a bit weird. And even if I build another college up here, it's also just not going to fill up. There are some factors. So eligible doesn't actually mean they're going to go there. Eligible just means they could, but if they're already having a job or something, they mightn't. So, yeah. These guys crashed in here. That's crazy. Accidents happen. So this thing here is boring. The most boring thing they built. It's supposed to be like a stone quarry. but it's just flat. And while we can see the slightest indentation here around these, they don't go deeper at all. See, here's actually going up. So, I don't know. Some choices in this game are really weird. But overall, I think it's very enjoyable and really well made. Definitely better than Cities Skylines 1 and a lot of things. Especially just what you can do with the roads and everything. So I hope with adjusting the taxes for the uneducated and the poorly educated, people might come in. So, household wealth wretched. Alright. Wretched. Wretched. Okay, but what kind of people are living here? A senior and a child. Yeah, okay. The college stuff is a known bug? Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, this is one of the best working colleges I have built in this game so far. This is actually, this is making me happy. This is working so well compared to all the other ones I built. I mean, there's a lot of known bugs in there, or bugs that they should know. But I think one of the main issues is if residents can't live in a house anymore, they abandon it and it goes like that. It's vacated. But if a business is failing because they can't find customers, they just have this icon there and they stay there forever. They just stay there forever. And you want them on a efficiency above 100%, so they actually pay you stuff or have more to pay you. But it's yeah, they're gonna be struggling due to a lack of customers forever. And why do we even have 20 employees? What is this? It's just a burger joint. What do you need 20 employees for? I mean, maybe because day and night shift or something. Maybe. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure if the economic simulation on this game is actually working at the moment. Not entirely convinced that is so. Don't think it is. Oh, what do we have here? What's your problem? Oh, you're not actually attached to a road. Alright, let's de-zone that one plot here. That's not gonna work out. Nothing should be built there. And a lot of the game is spent waiting, because every change you make, it takes a while to come into effect. Even longer than in Crusader Kings 3. So you make a change and you just have to wait and hope that it works. Very often you can't do much about it. But I think that's me for tonight. I have to work tomorrow. And I gotta get up in a few hours. So thank you very much for joining. Hope you had a good time. If you're watching this over on YouTube, check out Twitch. Check out all the other links out there. And I hope to see you around next time again. Have a very good evening and night. Or day, depending on what time it is for you. And happy Halloween. Bye-bye.